Hello, and welcome to this weekly update podcast for the I-80 Corridor System Master Plan Study. This update is for the week of May 6, 2013, and brought to you by www.i80vision.org. I'm your host, Dr. Perry Gross. This report highlights ongoing stakeholder outreach efforts, updates the status for the livability self-assessment tool, and provides several working group updates. Several members of the leadership team began their stakeholder outreach this week, including Coy Peacock, the study manager, and Emily Kabubchek, Mike Lawson, and Kent Cooper from the consultant support team. Emily reports that the leadership had a productive and, quote, great meeting, unquote, with the transportation partners in the Salt Lake metro area and the state of Utah. The leadership team traveled across Utah, Wyoming, observing firsthand, through a rainstorm, the potential unpredictability of travel and the many different locations necessary for executing weather-related road closures. Emily further reported that the leadership team used the weather as an opportunity to better understand the challenges of winter maintenance and the need to maintain pavement preservation. The team's trip from Salt Lake City, Utah to Cheyenne, Wyoming gave them firsthand experiences with the strategic nature of freight and logistics in the corridor using both trucks and trains. The traveling meetings undertaken by the leadership team with these stakeholder outreach efforts will be invaluable, as these team members are also chairs for the freight and logistics, maintenance, truck parking, wildlife crossing, and MAP 21 working groups. Turning to the livability self-assessment tool. Self-assessment of the 6 livability principles will be undertaken using an online survey platform. The platform is being established and is now under draft review by members of the leadership team to ensure all logistical considerations have been made and that the tool demonstrates preliminary reliability and validity. The leadership team wishes to expedite this initial round of testing in order to begin formal pilot testing based upon recommendations provided by Lauren Michelle of Policy in Motion, our livability advocate and expert. Here are some upcoming meeting dates for working group conference calls. Energy Infrastructure will be coordinating a meeting for the week of May 20th with the Nevada Stakeholder Outreach effort. Mike Lawson reports the Maintenance Working Group will have an initial meeting tentatively scheduled for May 23rd with details to follow. He also reports that the Truck Parking Working Group is tentatively slated for an initial meeting on May 22nd. Finally, Mike indicates the Freight and Logistics Working Group will be getting together at 2 p.m. Pacific on May 16th. Ken Cooper reports the MAP 21 Working Group will reconvene the week of May 20th. Emily Kabubchek has scheduled the Wildlife Crossing Working Group's second meeting for 10 a.m. on May 14th. Tourism Working Group Chair Christine Absher reports that the group plans to hold their third meeting the week of May 20th. Co-chair Chris Young advocates for the inclusion of Native American tourism into this dialogue. Finally, Andy Blanchard, Safety Working Group Chair, reports the working group continues meeting with the next scheduled for 9 a.m. Pacific on May 21st. This group is beginning detailed topical discussions following a draft topical rubric. That's all for this weekly update for the I-80 Corridor System Master Plan Study. Be sure to follow us in more detail at www.i80vision.org. Till next time.